Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be sharing an easy recipe for samosas, so do stay tuned. First, I'm going to show you how to make the filling. You start by putting some oil in a pan and then you add the ground beef or the minced meat. You want to use your wooden spoon to break this up into smaller bits and then fry it on medium heat until it's no longer pink. When all the pink is gone, you want to add in your chopped onions and keep stirring. Next, you want to add in your seasoning. We'll start first with some curry powder and then some beef stock cubes. I'm also adding some garlic powder, and I'm going to stir this to incorporate the seasoning in the beef. This is some salt that I'm adding now for taste. You want to continue to stir this. You can see now that a lot of the liquid has dried up. Then I'm going to add some green onions. The flavor of green onions in your samosa is just absolutely fantastic. And that's our simple filling. Next, I'm going to show you how to make the wrap. They're pretty easy to make. You're going to need some flour and some cornstarch. You put those two together and then you use a whisk to stir it together to incorporate it. Next, you're going to add the water to form a paste. So mix this until there's no longer any lumps left in it. This is going to form the paste that we're going to use to make the samosa wraps. So you get a pastry brush like this and you set your frying pan on medium heat. Now you dip your pastry brush in the paste and then you sort of paint the base of your frying pan just like I'm doing. Make sure you're using medium heat. Leave it a couple of minutes to cook and you have your simple wrap. So you want to do this as many times as you want for as many wraps as you need. Just coat the base of your frying pan with the corn flour and flour mix and leave it to cook for about 30 seconds to a minute, and you just gently peel off the sides and you end up with a nice delicate samosa wrap that you can also use for your spring rolls. This method I find is a lot easier than making a samosa dough. I just think it's really simple if you're making just a couple of samosas to entertain your family or your guest with. If you're making samosa in 100, then there's a different recipe that I'm going to put up soon to make a dough that you roll out and you cut into individual pieces. The point of double coating and triple coating the base of the pan is so that you don't get any holes in your samosa wraps, because otherwise the filling can leak out into the oil when you're frying it and just cause a mess. But when you do that also, you may find that when you try to lift your wrap, it has like a second layer that sticks to the bottom, but that's fine. As long as you don't end up with any holes in your samosa, then you're doing great. When you're doing this, make sure to keep a tea towel beside you to put your wraps in when you take it off the stove. This keeps it warm, and if it dries out before you finish off the rest, just put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds and it's easier to take apart. Next, we're going to mix another paste which is going to act as a gum or a glue for the samosa edges. So this is just all-purpose flour and some water. Mix it to form a slightly thick paste and set this aside. Next, you take your samosa wraps and you want to cut each one in half, just like this. Now, one samosa wrap is going to make 2 samosas. So you take one half and then you fold the left hand side like so. You use a pastry brush to apply the flour gum that we just made, and you pull the right side over it and you just tap it down like that to sort of glue it together, and you have a pocket that you're going to put your filling in. So you scoop the filling that you made earlier in little bits. Make sure that you don't overstuff the pockets. You just spoon a little bit and leave some space at the top to sort of close off the samosa. Now you just lift it like so, and you use the pastry brush again to apply the gum this way, and you pull that flap at the top over it just like that, and you try to use your fingers to seal all the edges so that when the samosa goes in the hot oil, the fillings don't seep out. Continue to do this until you've used up all of your samosa wrap and your filling, or one or the other, until you've run out. So cut each wrap in half, fold the left hand side, apply the glue or the gum, pull the right side over it, tap it down, and you have your pocket, and you just put your filling in. Don't forget to leave a little space at the top to seal off your samosa. So again, you put your flour gum on that top and you fold it over it, and you just use your fingers to seal off the side. Next, we're going to deep fry the samosas. So you want to put enough oil in a big enough frying pan or a dip pot, and you just gently place the samosas in the oil when it's hot. Make sure the oil is not too hot, so you're doing this on medium to high heat. Don't overcrowd the frying pan when you're frying. Leave it for about 3 minutes for each side to brown. When it browns, you flip it over like so and let the other side fry for about 3 minutes also. And you scoop it out and you end up with such crunchy exterior with a juicy filling in your samosa. I hope you're going to try out this recipe, and if you do, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what other recipes you'd like to see on this channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.